As we're here at HSN during this hour with me. My name's Nicole Hickle if you're just tuning in. So let's talk about how we're breathing, right? Now more than ever, I talked about our health is top priority in 2020. Our breathing is a real key with everything that's going on of what we should be monitoring and what we're paying attention to. So this is from North American Health, and it's their wellness oxygen meter. It's super easy. You literally just put it on your finger, push on, and it tells you the amount of oxygen that is in your blood that's flowing. So that just tells you how well you are breathing. It also gives your heart rate as well. It's small but mighty. Another one of those tools that knowledge is power. My daughter actually was born really early and came home with oxygen from the NICU. So we use this so many times, but again, just with the push of a button, you put it on your finger and then you'll get that reading. So you have those numbers at just a push of a button for you as well. $34 is the price, but do use that Find Flex. I know you've done holiday shopping, so $6 and some change is all it takes to get home and on its way to you. But let's welcome in our guest, Bob Sircosta, who was actually the first HSN host, which is really incredible. So happy to meet you this afternoon, Bob.
Oh, a pleasure to be with you, Nicole. Welcome to the family, by the way. I've been watching you, and you do such a terrific job. We're so happy to have you part of the big family here at HSN. But you know, you said it a moment ago, knowledge is power. Yeah. And when it comes to our health and wellness nowadays, that is ever so important. And this right here is the key to that knowledge. This is the oximeter. This is what, as Nicole just said a moment ago, what this is going to do is measure the amount, the percentage of oxygen that happens to be in your circulating blood at that moment, at that second. Mm-hmm. So it gives you that vital information. And you want to keep it in the 90s. That's excellent reading right there, 96. And then the bottom number is the pulse. But it is so easy to use. I mean, all you do is depress one end of it. You put your finger in it. Then there's a little on button right on the very top. You press the button. Now, you want to keep it still. You certainly don't want to be talking on TV when you're saying when you're using this, but you want to keep as still as possible, and you give it about maybe 12 seconds, 15 seconds for it to register and for it to calibrate, because once again, it's not reading something that happened 5 minutes ago. It's reading something and giving you the information that very second. And so I have the, I don't know if you can see that reading or not, 99.
Look at you.
78, and then it goes down. It's going to vary because your oxygen varies all the time.
Right.
But this is such an important tool. And you know, Nicole, nowadays, it just seems like when we start to feel a little bit under the weather, we really start to wonder what is going on, what is happening. And when you have information literally at your fingertips like this, it is just worth its weight in gold. And so everybody on my shopping list, I'm giving this to this holiday season because it's such an important item to do. And we're doing a lot of telemedicine now with doctors.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's great to have this information that way too.
Right, because more times than not, when you virtually you go see your doctor, if you're walking into the office with your face covered and a mask on, they're going to ask you, so what's been the issue the couple of days? What's been going on? Now you'll know, well, here's how my breathing has been doing. Here's how my heart rate's been doing. If you have the blood pressure monitor that we were just showing, if you pick that up, here's my blood pressure. You can give them all the stats. So then they have more knowledge to figure out, okay, what is going on for you? I mentioned my daughter. Right. My daughter was on oxygen for about the first year of her life. So this was crucial for me to have this oximeter, because then I could say, how much can I wean her off the oxygen, right? You have to be at a certain level of breathing before you can wean it. So if you have a loved one that is on oxygen, this is for you. If you don't have a loved one, this is still for you. If you don't have a loved one that's on oxygen, this is still for you, because when we do get sick, you know, the breathing does get a little bit difficult for us as well, whatever the case may be that's going on. We're in flu season right now. We're still in the pandemic that's going on too. So this is just something, this is knowledge at the tip of your finger, right? Just one finger just to put it on, and then that is it, and then you turn it on. I've been moving a lot, so you have to be steady whenever you have it on as well. But Donna, our model, has it on for you, so it's gonna show you the level of oxygen that you have going through your blood, and then it has your heart rate as well. So go ahead this hour, all about taking care of yourself. Get this home, whether it's for you, whether it's for a loved loved one, whether it's the teens, anybody, there's always a point where we need to know, how am I doing? How am I breathing? 721-275 is the item number. $6 and some change is all you need to pay right now. That 5 Flex, paid over 5 months, interest-free, and get it to you on its way. Or you could ship it to anyone, too. You could ship it to a loved one if you want to do your parents or you want to do your grandparents as well. Bob, also too, it's very easy to use, and that's key. There's no learning curve. Just push the on button, don't move, and put your finger in.
I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Trust me, no doubt about it. But I also love the fact it's from North American Health and Wellness, and they have all the clinical results and the clinical testing and everything, so you know that you're getting an accurate reading. It is information. Once again, if you're just joining us, it's measuring the amount of oxygen that happens to be in our circulating blood. Now, that's the same blood that's going to our heart, it's going to our lungs, it's going to all the organs, and it is giving us the information that we need at that very second. Now, what you want to do is once you insert your finger in this and you turn the on button, you want to keep as still as possible. I'm going to kind of try to get a little closer to the camera here. I don't know if you can see the red on the inside. There you can see. Because you know what it's doing? It's actually measuring the oxygen through your fingernail. That's how it's getting that reading, is actually through the fingernail. So it's very high tech. However, the bottom line is you're going to get the information that you need. I mentioned it on the air a couple of times this past July. I wasn't feeling too well myself, and for 2 or 3 days, we really didn't know what was going on, and thank goodness everything worked out fine. But the information that we were relaying back to the doctor, our temperature, our blood pressure, and then to be able to give our oxygen level back to the medical authorities was just absolutely incredible. Now, there's a good reading right there, 98, which is great. That's the amount of oxygen that's circulating in your blood at this second. And then the pulse is excellent as well, 54. Is that you, Nicole? Yeah, that's you.
Look at me. All right.
All right. There you go. You got it.
See? Knowledge is power. Awesome. 721-275 is the item number. Take advantage of, just knowing, having that peace of mind that everything is okay with you or even your loved one as well. Bob, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, I'm so happy that you're healthy for the holidays.
Thank you. And what a pleasure once again to meet you and work with you. And I'll be coming up at the end of your hour.
That's right.
With an item that's on for the first time, never before on here at HSN.
Yeah, a medical device that's FDA cleared. So you don't want to miss that, especially if you suffer from arthritis. Okay, I want to show you something really quickly. New year, new me, right? 2021 is when we're like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.